Thank you so much. And now we are going to reinvite all the speakers back to the stage for a tea conversation on winning elections that will be facilitated by Chioma Agwebo. Chioma Agwebo runs a communications and social media strategy firm. She's the founder of TechHer, a hub of learning, support, and collaboration for women, which holds a monthly meet-up on the first Friday of every month in Abuja. She's the founding member of Enough is Enough Nigeria and serves on the strategy team for the Not Too Young to Run movement. Chioma is a writer and holds columns on Huffington Post's Premium Times and Fairy God Sister, which is her personal blog. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to re-welcome on the stage Honorable Nnenna Ukeje, Honorable David Ombugadu, Honorable Francesca Oteng Mensah, and Honorable Abdul Samad Dasuki. This conversation will be hosted by Chioma Agwebo, communications specialist and founder of TechHer Nigeria.
And there we have a conversation about to commence, a tea conversation on winning elections. And of course, we'll have Honorable Nnenna Ukeje, Honorable David Ombugadu, Honorable Francesca from Ghana, and Honorable Abdul Samad Dasuki. Now, while they're getting together, and it's going to be hosted by Chioma Agwebo.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to see whose voices are louder. To the guys and the ladies at the top, good morning.
Good morning.
And then to the gentlemen and ladies at the bottom, good morning.
Good morning.
Who won, top or bottom? Fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. And a big thank you to my panelists for joining us this morning to talk about the very, very, very important issues we're going to be discussing. My first question goes to Honorable Nnenna Ukeje. For the simple reason that if you look around the room this morning, there are very clearly more men than women. We know that in the previous administration, women participation and representation in politics stood at about 11%. Abysmal if you consider that Rwanda stood at over 50% at the time. In this administration, women participation and representation in politics has dropped to less than 10%, currently stands at about 6%. This is further compounded by the fact that in the just concluded primaries, of the over 460-something seats that were vied for, women candidates accounted for 39. Only 39 women across the political parties have become candidates of their parties, meaning that in the next administration, it's going to be even worse. You, Honorable Nnenna, have the record of having won elections 7 times. Not once, not twice, not thrice. I'm not going to go on so I don't say 4 eyes. But you have the record of winning elections in this country. What is your secret?
Okay, well, I've run in 7 elections, 3 primaries and 3 general elections. And the last one, of course, I didn't win. What is my secret? I said to you in a private conversation earlier on that when I started out, I was a double minority. Yeah. I was young and I was a woman. Yeah. And it was very tough. But you know what it is? The average Nigerian just wants you to connect with them and tell them the truth. Initially, I was met with some suspicion. She's not one of us. She doesn't, she hasn't grown through the ranks. But luckily for me, my first round in elections, I won. But let me say that everybody just wants to be treated with some respect. Honorable Abdul Samad said it, that as you get to connect with the people, it's important that you touch them, that they understand that you're going to bring a different set of ideas and rules to the game. Now, a lot of political endeavors are filled with speeches. Most of these speeches are filled with hot air. And so when the people expect you, when you finally win, they expect you to pull rabbits out of hats. Because a lot of the people who are going into elections, for legislative positions, for instance, will say to you, I'm going to build roads from here to there. I'm going to send all your children to school. I'm going to build the rail lines in the constituencies. And they come up with all sorts of things. And they earn the respect and the trust of the people. And the people end up realizing that they've been deceived. So 4 years down the line, you come back with the same stories. And, you know, no matter what you think about the electorate, they remember, they're not stupid. And so they remind you of your lies. And there's a lot of emming and, you know, scratching your head and so on and so forth. So in a nutshell, how have I done it? I said to the people of Bende, when they asked me to build roads, I said to them, nah, my job as a legislator is to go to the National Assembly and make laws for the good governance of the country. If, of course, representation is part of it. But if we're able to have quick wins that touch the lives of the people, I will. But there are 3 tiers of government. The executive arm of government, the governor of the state, the local government chairman of the state builds roads. So when he comes to campaign, ask him about the roads. When I come back, ask me about the laws, and I will tell you that. And so in Bende, everybody, I believe today, when they say they're going to build roads, they say no. Honorable Nena told us she doesn't build roads. And so I believe that the most important thing is speak the truth. The people want people to tell them the truth. Tell them what is possible. Tell them what's impossible. Build, earn the trust of your constituents, and I guarantee you that you will be the go-to person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hold it. Right. She's just talked about being remembered, and I want to take on that point as I go to Honorable Ombugadu. You have been remembered in politics for a very long time. Backstage, I was looking at a magazine that he was holding, and I think one interesting thing from that magazine is the fact that when that paper was published in 2001, it was £1 to 70 naira. 2001, £1 to 70 naira. Also $1.20 to 70 naira. No guesses for what it stands at today. But you've been in politics now for 17 years.